Hi everyone. Hopefully you can all hear me. So thank you very much, first of all, to Pedro and Carlos and the team for putting this together. Obviously, one of the reasons that the Collab and Volaris partnership is so important to us. It's this massive ecosystem of partners that Collab brings to the group, and in particular to the comms and media Garcia group as such. So this group of companies that we'll be presenting to you over the next 2 hours. The intention really is to give you a flavor for what each of the businesses do. They don't necessarily all fit in the contact center space. There are synergies, as Pedro has mentioned, but it's really just so you can understand how each one of our businesses is leveraged by our customers, typically communications service providers, but also the enterprise world. And one of the things that I loved about this ecosystem of partners that Collab has is not only are you providing contact centers, but you're providing connections to effectively every industry out there. Your end customers at the end of those contact centers are not just telecoms customers. You know, they're everything from financial services to construction to education. And all of these products have a fit in that end use case. And that's really what we're after, is, you know, to give you an understanding of how we approach the market, whether it's through a service provider or the service provider's endpoint, and the endpoint being the same endpoints that you all address. So again, I think we'll just let the teams talk for themselves, but just keep an open mind and just imagine yourself, you know, being effectively a channel to those end customers if there's no direct relationship with what you want to be doing. Thank you very much, and over to Ben from Lifecycle for the first session.
Yes.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. I'm going to stop sharing, Ben. Please don't forget to share your computer audio if you need to. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, if I could just do a sound check. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you, and you also can see your screen. Great, thanks.
Excellent. So, well, welcome to Lifecycle Software. My name is Ben Cole. I'm the Accounts Director at Lifecycle Software. I've been with Lifecycle for 11 years now, and I've been working in the telecoms billing solution industry for over 20 years. This is a short presentation on Lifecycle, our products, our OCS, our real-time charging platform, and our services. It'll include a short video, which I hope to be informative and useful for you, and then we'll have some time to conclude with some questions. So Lifecycle values: innovation, collaboration, and growth. So we create and support innovative industry-leading solutions through collaborations with telecom businesses that want to optimize their operations and growth. So through working closely side by side with partners and clients to develop optimal solutions to support their USP using innovation and automation to enable sales and to control costs. So we work with mobile network operators, virtual mobile network operators, IoT, and a wide range of other partners. PlusNet is part of the BT group. PlusNet uses our full all-in-one suite, and they provide post-pay UK consumer mobile services. On-off, they operate in 28 countries, and they use our Lifecycle OCS integrated into their own BSS OSS stack to provide real-time call control. Smarty is a sub-brand subsidiary of the 3UK mobile network operator, and they use the all-in-one suite and our OCS real-time charging to provide prepay UK consumer mobile services, focusing on disruptive propositions. 3UK are a tier 1 mobile network operator, one of the big four, and they use multiple lifecycle modular solutions to provide their MVNOs, IoT, OTT service providers, unified comms providers, and resellers with real-time charging, wholesale billing, provisioning, and reporting services. Salt are an MVNO based in Liechtenstein, and they provide post-paid consumer and business mobile services using all-in-one modules. And Transtel are an EE enabler and aggregator, and they work in partnership with Lifecycle, utilizing Lifecycle's post-pay all-in-one suite to provide solutions for their MVNOs, their end-to-end BSS and OSS solutions. So why Lifecycle? We focus on growth markets that require innovative niche solutions. We're able to build solutions from our modular platform to support business-specific operations. We work with new entrants who face barriers to the market and growth. And we have an experienced, skilled in-house team who are able to support you from concept into delivery and throughout your operation. We recognize that businesses need to limit and manage financial risk. And we can do this through our OCS, using real-time call control, through our credit limit business processes, allowance controls, workflows, automation, blacklisting, fraud bars, margin analysis, and reporting. The real world requires collaborative system integration. Typically, our all-in-one suite finds itself at the hub of the solution ecosystem and integrates into your sales channels, fulfillment for devices and SIMs, network for provisioning, call control and CDRs, payment collection and control, credit checks, debt collection, notifications, self-care, and so on. Growth demands quick response to market challenges. We understand the need to move with agility and responsiveness through change control. And we can do this through supporting with dedicated retained resources or pool resourcing to support quick response. And we're all working in a highly regulated landscape that requires compliance. We have our own in-house experienced regulation professional, and then they should ensure that we maintain regulatory compliant software. Excuse me. So what do we deliver? We have our core products, which I'll speak in a little bit more detail in the next slides. We have flexible configuration around that, supporting pricing, automation. We have our third-party integration, which I've spoken about earlier, with payments and into the networks and sales channels. We have bespoke development, which will enable us to support your USP, be it discounts, loyalty, referrals, service controls, or devices and propositions that are linked into credit scoring. We have a managed service wrap that supports the infrastructure and the monitoring of that infrastructure, and our operational team for the running and monitoring of the solution, supporting pricing and QA. Our core products fall into two key areas: a full business support system known as All-in-One, and our online charging system, which provides real-time usage, billing, and service control. The All-in-One suite is an extensive combination of modules, all of which support APIs. For example, APIs into the provisioning portal for service enablement and SIM activation. It can include our online charging platform, support prepay solutions, and full post-pay platform. As a fully managed service that can be hosted on private or public cloud or on client deployment. There's a wide range of integrations into third parties. Our CRM is used by call centers with hundreds of agents in multiple sites to support the consumers and add-on sales. And our My Account customer portal is used by consumers to access their bills and payments for self-care. The Lifecycle OCS is a real-time accounting and credit control platform It scales to support credit control for millions of accounts. It has open APIs, enabling the creation and maintenance of reference data, the management of products and propositions, the plans, the pricing, allowance and credit configurations. It can support the provisioning and managing of accounts and subscribers into the billing OCS database, including the assignment of the allowances, renewal of their plans, any number changes, and the ceasing of subscribers, all through these APIs. There can be triggers for notifications when allowances near depletion, and the APIs can return event details, so reportable events that can be used to trigger workflows, as well as the call data records for voice, MMS, SMS that can then be imported into your BSS and into the CRM. It's a strategic product. It offers high availability and performance, coupled with flexible deployment and enhanced rating options. It can be a fully managed service deployed on Lifecycle's private cloud, and there are options to provide in public cloud and on client premises. There's a short video which I'll put on now, and then I'll come back when this is finished to conclude the presentation.
Lifecycle creates, builds and manages innovative, flexible billing and BSS solutions.
We empower successful businesses, providing online charging, billing solutions and business support systems for MVNOs, networks, IoT providers and other partners. Lifecycle's dynamic online charging system enables organisations to manage in real time what customers can do whenever they have credit. Our billing solutions are flexible and feature-rich, facilitating the high-volume billing of complex and disparate products across a wide range of usage and subscription-based services. Our BSS solutions support the end-to-end back-office operations from initial sale and provisioning through to in-life customer management and reporting.
We enable disruptive MVNOs to succeed with innovative propositions and support from initial setup to ongoing revenue management. Networks use our platforms to simplify and expand access to the MVNO, OTT and IoT markets. We proactively help them manage phenomenal market change and digital transformation. We work with IoT and 5G providers to rapidly monetize new services, controlling network connectivity and management for millions of devices. The OCS provides real-time transparency and control.
Our solutions are super responsive, highly automated and easily integrated. We help clients manage financial risk, optimize business growth and enhance the customer experience. Lifecycle. Real-time online charging, billing and BSS solutions for MVNOs, operators and IoT providers.
Welcome back. I hope you find that video useful. So just to conclude, so we work with a number of partners, network, consultants, resellers, unified comms, startups and clients seeking to extend and upgrade their platform. Whilst traditionally working in telecoms and IoT, we do recognise there are other uses for our solutions, particularly at the OCS. For example, smart meter billing. We've had discussions with medical usage devices. We recognise with changes in regulation that there's an opportunity for Huawei OCS replacements. And we've been looking at e-scooter hire charging solutions. So we're really looking to extend our reach, both geographically and into new business sectors. So please contact either myself, Ben Cole, or my colleague, Gara Kaid at Lifecycle Software. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ben. I think we can open the stage for questions, 5 minutes. I don't know if anyone has any question to start. Please unmute yourselves before placing the question. Okay, maybe I can start to break the ice with a quick question. So concerning your OCS, your online charging solution, how difficult is it to integrate into existing BSS and OCS platforms?
As a standalone platform, so the OCS is the interface is diameter 3GPP compliant. However, we have access to a number of adapters if the interface of your network or your usage interface uses a different protocol. We have a range of open APIs that enable you to integrate into the full life cycle of the account and the consumer. And we can provide, well, we do provide a lab environment and full online documentation to assist you with the integration and testing. And we've had there's a large number of partners who have already integrated using these APIs alone. So they don't use any interfaces at all. They maintain the whole platform directly through these APIs, from creating prices all the way through to managing the consumer.
Okay. So what about CRM solutions? What support does OCS provide for integration with CRM solutions?
So there's a full support, as you'd expect from a sort of a real-time charging and billing platform. So the APIs will provide everything to enable the creation of the subscriber. You can then assign the allowances and the plans to that subscriber, again through all the APIs. And there are APIs to feed back into your stack the consumption of those allowances, to support renewal of those allowances once you've collected payments. And they can also be set to auto-renew should you be looking at a prepaid solution running a sort of direct debit sort of payment. APIs also provide all usage, data, SMS, voice, consumption, as can also event data records, which will provide information as they approach their allowance depletion, and they can be used then trigger notifications to the customer. One example would be if a customer was trying to make a call that required cash while they didn't have any credit. We would have an EDR for that, and then they could push a notification with a link to go and buy a cash allowance to enable them to make use of that service. So it's a full range of end-to-end experience to support the CRM.
Okay, good stuff. I don't know if we have questions from the audience.
Yeah, this is Naji. Is this targeted towards tier 1 operators, or is it, I see you mentioned MVNOs in here, but does this fit in a tier 1 operator as well, and tier 2, or where would you position the solution?
It actually supports both. So my key account is 3UK, and we deployed the platform with 3UK about 2.5 years ago. And they're using that for boarding their resellers, which are business to business and business to consumer. It can support millions of accounts and millions of subscribers. So again, it's totally scalable and can support sharding as well. So it can extend that scope of support for a number of subscribers.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's Abdeltif from SciCap. I have one question. You can hear me?
Yeah,
yes.
Can you? Fine.
Yeah. Just one question. Are you offering BSS OSS suites to mobile operators, or just the integration to those solutions?
Yeah, we have our own BSS OSS suite. That's the all-in-one platform. And that's what we've been offering largely since I joined Lifecycle. And then we developed our OCS over the last sort of 5-6 years, and that's I mean, all our modules within the all-in-one suite can be standalone. So we do have some customers who simply just use the provisioning portal, and others who use the wider range of the all-in-one suite, depending on their business needs. And the OCS itself can be deployed in its own standalone. The example I used was on-off. So they have their own BSS OSS stack, but use our online charging platform integrated into their network and into their network provider and into their BSS stack. So yeah, we can do either, whatever. To be honest, it's got to be what suits the business best, so it's most successful. That's what drives it.
Thank you.
Okay, one final question if we have someone, and then we must move to the next presenter.
I'm going to ask a question. It's Tony Garcia. So Ben and Lifecycle team, if any of these partners see an opportunity, say in the Middle East, Africa, or even Latin America, because I think that's where the sort of geographic regions we're looking to expand into. If one of these partners or an end customer of theirs find an opportunity, what would be our commercial reseller model towards those partners, or as a referral to an end customer of the partners? You know, just so we can understand. We don't have to go into numbers, but just the model that we use and the value that would bring to those partners and what the incentive is.
So I think that's a good question. I think we need to sort of understand the sort of size of the opportunity and sort of the duration of contract and things like that. So we would be able to look at either a introductory incentive, or potentially look at some sort of reseller opportunity.
Yeah.
So you know, we're open to what's appropriate for this sort of sales opportunity.
Yeah. I think on that as well, Ben and Tony, that obviously, you know, depending, as Ben has said, the scale of the opportunity, we could look at subscription-based modeling, and obviously then a margin would be applied on top of that from the reseller. So it would be an OpEx basically opportunity that's available out there.
That's great. So basically what we're saying is that we've got a very low entry point price in terms of setup, and then, you know, the partners would generate subscription like they do with Collab today, and any margins across that will go out to the partners or the end customers, whoever's reselling the solutions, to the opportunity.
Yeah, correct.
Fantastic. Hope that makes sense to all of the partners out there. Thanks.
Okay. I mean, do feel free. You have our email in the presentation. So sometimes it's easier to reach out and talk to us directly rather than these forums. So please get in touch.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ben. Can I please ask you to stop sharing? And coming up, SciCap.
Hello, it's Abdeltif. Just.
Yes, we can hear you okay, and now we can see your screen.
Okay. You can see the presentation, right?
It's in a preview mode. We can see it, but it has that right-hand side bar with the next slide coming up, the presenter view. It's in French. In English, you have to disable presenter view. I don't know how you say that in French. If not, no problem. We can continue like this. No problem.
Okay. You can see.
Abdeltif, masquer le mode présentateur.
Oui, masquer le mode présentateur.
Dans ton menu là, il est pas masqué là,
oui,
voilà.
Non, juste au-dessus d'écran.
Voilà. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I am Abdeltif Ben Sadiq. I am the SciCap sales director. With my colleague Mustafa Werkani, head of solution consulting, will be presenting you target me solution that it meant for mobile operators and especially for marketing teams. A small word about SciCap. SciCap is a software company that we are serving our customer more than 20 years. We have customer in more than 80 customers in more than 70 countries. We have a presence worldwide. And we have also more than 60 professionals, skilled professionals in 8 locations to serve our customer better. Our solution that we want to present today is TargetMe. One key factor for mobile operators is to have a deep knowledge about their customer. Thanks to this solution, we will have the possibility, the operators, mobile operators, they will have the possibility to have this good knowledge. They will be able to do good segmentation and have a very good insight about the customer and real-time data analysis. One word that I forgot to say that SciCap, we have also a strong partnership with good players in the market like Huawei or IDEMIA. This was for the previous slide. As I said, having the good knowledge of the customer will be able to do the right segmentation, and we will give to our customer the right offering in the right time. Okay, how we do it? We have CCAP TargetMe benefits. Because we will know our customers better, the operators, they can have the possibility to know their customer better, and they will have their customer with adoption of the new services. We will have, thanks to this adoption of new services, because we know our customer better, we will have a faster return on investment. Because we know the customer better, we will have a high customer satisfaction, and therefore will reduce the churn. And this will lead, of course, of a cost saving and a good customer satisfaction. We have several success stories. If you take Tunisia Telecom, for instance, they rolled out the 4G network a few years back, and they had a big issue because the adoption of the 4G services were very low. We had meetings with our customer, we understood the issue, and we advised them to use our simple and powerful solution, TargetMe. Thanks to this solution, they were able to provide and enroll their customer live. Any customer with a valid 4G device, a valid 4G SIM cards, they were enrolled automatically. In a few months, they were able to have this adoption from 40% to more than 90%. And this solved their problem. It was a very good solution that solved their customers. We have another example. It's an operator, 4G mobile operator in India called Reliance. They start by 0 customers. They want to have a solution to be able to enroll their customer with 4G services. And thanks to TargetMe, they were able to enroll the customers, not only to enroll customers on their network, but also to provide them with the right offering, with the right packaging based on their information, their customer information. We have another success story, STC in Saudi. They have the 4G network, and they were receiving a lot of calls and complaints to customer care saying that I have a device with a 4G capability and I don't have the services. We discussed with them and we put on place the TargetMe solution. In this way, they were able to enroll their customer, valid customer, eligible customer in an automatic way to the 4G services. And for the first time with this customer that we have a relation with since years, we received congratulations from big managers because this solution really helped them a lot to outcome this issue. How we do it? This solution gives the possibility to mobile operators to collect any relevant data from their network, device data, consumption data. And thanks to this data, they will have the possibility to know their customer better. By knowing their customer better, they will do a segmentation based in real-time data. And thanks to this, because they will know they have all this valid information, they will have the right segmentation and they will engage with the customer based on real information, and also they can engage them in an automatic way and in real time. Here I will give the hand to the control to my colleague Mustafa. He will show you how powerful and simple this tool is.
Okay, hello everybody. Ablatif, can you stop sharing? I will share my screen.
Yes.
Okay, hi everybody. Here, can you see the screen on?
Yes, sign in to Bullseye.
Yeah, sign in to Bullseye. Okay, okay. Here, okay. Here I'm as marketer user. I want to configure a campaign, a marketing campaign. I want to know, for example, I want to send an SMS to iPhone users in my database. Here I have database information, and I will configure my profile. Let's say Apple. Okay, I'm looking for Apple subscribers. Okay, here I can see in real time how many Apple subscribers I have in my database, and I want to target iPhone 6 subscribers. Okay, I will call my profile iPhone 6. Okay, here I can see that I have 18 subscribers having iPhone 6 in my database. From here, the marketer user can say, okay, I want to launch a campaign. It's okay. I have enough subscribers to launch a campaign, or I will not launch it because it's not enough. Just for information, here we have a small database. In operator, we have much more data. Okay, I can save and create the campaign. Okay, here I'm in campaigning menu. I will call this campaign iPhone 6 5. I take my profile, and I can create my SMS here, and I can launch. I can launch and save and execute. And also, what I can do from the previous table, I didn't show you, but I can export the data, the subscriber data that I have in my database in a CSV file that can be used by another tool. That's all for this demo. Ablatif, I will maybe show the last slide.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Let me show the last slide.
Yeah, we can see it. Yes.
Okay.
Not this one. Not okay. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. As my colleague Mustafa showed you, we have it's a real simple and powerful tool, and we can because you're using Elasticsearch, we can manage a very large amount of information. What we are looking for, we are seeking the help of the audience to have a mobile operators marketing contacts, also mobile operator engineering contacts, also partner channels. As I said before, we have big players in the market as partners like IDEMIA and Huawei, and we'll be looking to any possibilities to have new partners. The contact details are here, and also you can visit our websites where you can see all our portfolio and the valuable solution that we provide to mobile operators. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, please.
Thank you very much, Ablatif and Mustafa. Thank you very much, guys.
Welcome.
Do we have any questions from the audience?
Yes. Good morning. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Nuno Viegas. I work for Selfocus. Well, I think there is both presentations, even Ben's, are interesting to us. I was wondering, and Ablatif or Mustafa, question for this one, which is, was wondering if you can match the profiling, or when you launch a campaign, you can match to external sources, such as their marketing campaign tools in order to fine tune or narrow down the objects of a targeted campaign.
Yeah. We can gather data from any source. Okay.
Okay.
Here
I wasn't capturing that when initially presented. I was just I was just looking at the right side of the. Yeah. Okay.
So we can collect data from any source, and the integration is very simple. We have we can integrate by CSV file, or we have an API, HTTP REST API, to be implemented by the external source if it is needed.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Noon. Any more questions? Just a quick one from me. I heard Naji a couple of minutes back. Hello, Naji. And I saw on your slide Saudi as one of your customers. I'd like to ask you, what is your STC Saudi? Yes. What is your current strategy for the Middle East? Do you have a defined strategy? You're looking for partners?
Yeah, we in Saudi Arabia, historically speaking, we have because before any Western company was not able to contract Saudi customer in a direct way. So we have a strong partnership with BTC, both telecom company. Okay, and we, thanks to this partner, we have STC and also Mobile as a customers. We have also customers in Middle East via Huawei, and we have some direct customers also. Now this restrictions is not more valid. We can have a direct customer relationship, and we don't have any exclusivity with a partner. So if there is a partner that can help us open doors in other mobile operators, it will be very interesting to discuss it. Okay, and we know from experience that in this market we need partners to be able to provide solutions. We have other examples in Middle East where we're using other partners, and it's a right strategy to do. It's to have strong partners in the region to grow and sell more solutions to in Middle East. So if there is any possibility to collaborate with a new partner, when we can have access to, as I said, to the marketing team or engineering team, it will be a good thing to do.
I think just this is Tony. Naji, I think you're based in UAE, is that right?
I am based in the UAE. I'm currently in Congo, actually, in DRC. That's correct.
Oh, okay, DRC. Yeah. So I think you know that we do have like Abdul said, some existing customers that we need to, I think, reinvigorate, because basically they were through Huawei, and I think some of the selling value and the value of the product has been lost in the overall Huawei solution. And given where the world is today with Huawei, just to be open and honest with everybody, we definitely need to consider our options. For instance, Do in Dubai is a SICAP customer, a very good customer, but we've never really been able to access it beyond the Huawei point solution, which is device configuration, device management, to do other things. But certainly they would know what the product is, and I guess who the end solution provider is, and things like that is where we need some help to, again, just to open the doors. Vodacom DRC is a customer. Orange DRC is a customer, isn't it? Cycap.
Yeah,
well.
Orange is here, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a lot of customers out there, Naji, that we could do with perhaps maybe introducing you to, and you just learning more about the solutions and see where it goes. But we'd be very keen with that.
Yeah, would love to. Is there a capability inside the software to kind of predict the churn of a customer? Because we're seeing that kind of request coming from the operator to kind of predict which users are going to be churning, and apply a marketing campaign for them. Is that kind of capability included in the software?
Well, we can discuss. In fact, the target me can be used to avoid churn for subscribers, but it will be based on specific rules on specific operators because habits, customer habits are different from a country to another. So we cannot put something to say, okay, with this solution we will be able to predict the churn. No, it depends on we can apply some rules on target me very easily, as you saw, to say, okay, this kind of behavior shows that there is a risk to have subscribers a big churn. So we'll launch a campaign for this kind of subscribers.
Yeah,
we can apply things case by case. I mean.
Yeah, so what Mustafa was saying, Najee, is that basically Target Me becomes the tool and the data set for identifying the high risk points, basically because it does a demographic usage analysis, so it can pinpoint certain customer types in a certain region of a certain customer, and then provide that data. And the customers, like Tunisia Telecom, they use the reverse side of that, right? So they saw that that certain customers in certain hotspots were not using data, and they did outbound marketing campaigns to offer certain deals to that customer base. Yes, I think it can be used as a tool set, and then obviously our partners and system integrators can create the rules around it to then add further value to that solution. So that would be again where a partner's value would come into the local knowledge to help us create the analytics presentation of the data that we find. That makes sense?
Yeah, let me jump in. Nuno again from Softfocus. Well, we've been working on cognitive and automation for a long time, and some of AI and some predictive analysis on top of some of the networking side of things. So it would be interesting to kind of get a chat and kind of work the three of us in order to come up with something that could be presented even in Do. We've been in Do since 2006, directly engaged with them. So maybe it would be worthwhile kind of investing a couple of hours discussing how to improve in that area as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a very good idea.
Yeah. I'll get in touch. I've noticed some of the contacts, and I'll send something over afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Let's change gears here and go to WDS. Just a note to the participants, do not worry, we are giving a little bit more time to the Q&A, but we will catch up because we will not have one of the presenting companies. So instead of 6, we are down to 5 presenters, so we are okay to meet the 2-hour limit. Okay.
Hey everybody, hope you can hear me okay. My name's Adrian Patterson from WDS.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay,
thank you, Adrian.
Right, everybody. I'd like to talk about the solution from WDS. I'd like to think of this as Volaris's best kept secret. We were founded in '96 and we started the Volaris journey in 2017. We're based down here in sunny Bournemouth, hence the picture of Bournemouth Beach. So what do we do? What do we do in WDS? What we do is we take any physical device, whether it be, and I'll demonstrate an iPhone, but whether that's a piece of medical equipment, whether it's a form that's complex to fill in, whatever it is, we can take it and we can digitize it. So the objective of WDS is to take physical devices into the digital world and create a user experience that has value to you as our potential partner. So if we look at an iPhone, what we do for many of our customers, because a lot of our customers are mobile service providers, is we create online help for their customers on their devices. So I'll go on to what the benefit of that is in a second. But here we have a demonstration that's running automatically on PowerPoint that shows potential customers or existing customers how to use their iPhone. This can be step by step. This is an animation, but this can be step by step so that we can take that customer on the journey from logging on with a problem and then solving the problem online. So the initial value from WDS is we stop calls to a call center, because call centers are expensive, of course. There are two main opportunities that I believe for the WDS technology. The first is pre-sale, and I'll go on to post-sale in a second. So if there is a pre-sale opportunity in your partnership for the comparison of a number of devices, excuse me, we can do that comparison online, and we can help the customer choose which device they would like to buy. Now, it's pretty easy in the mobile world because you can compare Samsung with Apple, you can compare Android with the iPhone operating system. And what we try and do is reduce the decision time for our customer's customer. This will allow, if you combine this with the SciCap solution, the SciCap solution can, of course, tell your customers when they're ready to upgrade. So one of the great options with SciCap is you have 3 months to upgrade. You can upgrade to a new phone for this price. And then we can direct them to the WDS platform where they can compare which solutions they want, which iPhones they want to buy. The second option is, of course, post-sale. This is the one I mentioned earlier, where customers can log on, they can identify their problems online, either through the service provider's website or any external source. And we can try to solve the problem without a call to a call center. The other option is that our solution can be played to the call center operator. So the call center operator can be talking the customer through the issue by actually looking at the device on their screen as opposed to trying to remember what to say. I've mentioned mobile devices, but I think the real opportunity for the WDS solution is in other products. Now, Tony mentioned at the beginning that as a partner base, the Collab partner base supports many different solutions. Some might be to the medical profession, some might be to local government, some might be maybe even home electronics. And what we can do is we can digitize any step-by-step decision-making to help your customer's customer find their way through a problem. This is the point I just want to mention. We have an open API. So although I'm talking about our solution as a standalone product, our API can connect, as I say, seamlessly to your pre-existing systems. So if your customer is on the digital journey where everything is being digitized, the WDS solution can be an integral part of that journey. When we did the run through on this presentation, one of the questions was, can you do online forms? So the answer is yes. We can digitize a form that maybe a customer is having trouble completing. So this is just an animation of to find a doctor, which is of course quite topical at the moment. But if any of your customers have issues with an online process, maybe it's filling in an upgrade form, I don't know. Whatever it is, we can digitize and help the customer journey. I'm sorry for mentioning COVID, but I think it's important that we do today. If you look at some of the trends that we're seeing, more and more individuals are struggling with technology. If you imagine this classic office environment where somebody says, I need help with this, whatever it might be, there's always someone to help. there's much less interaction, so people are struggling at home, and that is generating more calls, more expensive calls to call centers. But at the same time, the call center model has been disrupted because the call center agents are sitting at home. They can't escalate to their managers easily, so the call center people need more help. So just coming to the end now. So what could WDS do for you? Please think about your customers. Please think about any issues they have with physical technology. So what could we do for you? Firstly, quite simply, I believe we could improve your revenue because you could upsell this solution to your existing customers. It's a new component. It's a bit like a would you like fries with that sale. It's a new product in your portfolio, and we can help you do customization of this knowledge, which can generate professional services revenue for you. The big thing for me, I think, is it increases your relevance. Where's the money? The money isn't in your customer, the money is in your customer's customer. So I think WDS will help you get closer to the cash and really help you understand what your customer is going through. And of course, it improves customer satisfaction. There's the biggest risk of losing customer sat is on the acquisition of a new device, whatever it might be. And to improve that customer satisfaction, remove the buyer's remorse. I think it will improve your relevance to your customer. So we're looking for partners. We're looking for people who see a value in this solution, with people who see and are working on the digitization of your customers. We're looking to help you get closer to the cash. These are my contacts. This is the WDS website. Please note, if you want to contact, the domain is .co, not .co.uk, so it's wds.co. Hopefully that was informative. We've just got a number of devices here that we could help with. And of course, I'd like to open up to questions.
Thank you very much, Adrian. Do we have questions from the audience? Okay, Tony, do you want to maybe comment on what you know about the portfolio and the positioning of a WDS in the portfolio?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I can do is just allude to something that Adrian touched on. So WDS, you know, that one of the reasons why it's a bit of a hidden gem out to the partners, it was originally acquired by Xerox for their contact centers, and then Xerox spun that out to Conduent. So I'm sure all of our contact center partners out here know who Conduent is. They're a major provider of outsourced and BPO type contact centers. They used the WDS solution effectively as a tool set for call center optimization. So basically, because of all the visual, very visual representations of consumer devices and electronics, the call center operators were able to add a different level of experience and support to the end customers. So, you know, it was a very effective tool. So when we brought WDS back into the Volaris group, we peeled that apart and obviously offer the knowledge as a service component as a separate product. However, if you look at your contact center solutioning, realistically, again, it could be an optimization tool set at the partner level. So you owning the seats and the representatives within those contact centers, or you know, it could be positioned with the end customer again as an enrichment tool. So having that connection with the customer and driving them through certain aspects of any consumer electronic. I keep on saying consumer electronics. As you can see, we can pretty much model anything, and it's visual and very sort of intuitive for that end contacts customer representative experience. So it is a powerful tool. I think you need to sort of visualize it as a tool within your overall contact center strategy, and want to reduce so the propensity to call, the amount of inbound calls, by offering either self-care or by offering you know, the contact center representatives themselves this tool set, you know, to obviously make them look a lot more educated than what they might be on a particular device. So very powerful tool.
Absolutely. And just to add to that, so you have self-care, you have assisting the agents with a knowledge base, and you can also build bots that would understand the question that a certain customer is asking, such as, how do I activate roaming on my iPhone? And the bot will catch one or two articles or one or two images from the WDS knowledge base, and it would auto reply that customer. So this could also be a very interesting tool to Collab and WDS work together with our partners and deploy bots, either chat bots or even text vocal bots.
Yeah, so you know, I mean that for me is powerful, isn't it, Carlos and team? I mean, the fact that you could have a bot responding with a visual representation of a device and the buttons to press, rather than, you know, just a text string, would be pretty cool. Yeah, the other thing is, from a commercial model, again, it's very similar to Lifecycle, extremely low entry point, with a subscription-based model. So, you know, it's completely on a month-by-month basis. So obviously the operators wouldn't have a massive, you know, capital expenditure headache to go and deploy this software solution.
Okay, thank you very much, Adrian. If there are no questions, I will just let me just tell you guys where we are. I'm going to share my screen now just to explain. So, yep, we finished the first 3 companies. We would have a break, but if you guys are okay to continue, we would continue, because we will not have Advantage 360 on the call today. So we are moving to Telepin. Okay, so we have 2 more companies coming up and then wrap up. Okay, Telepin, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and I'm going to introduce Vince Kadar and Joanne Kiskis from Telepin.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos.
Yeah,
I'll just share my screen as well.
Very early for this crew, based in Ottawa. So appreciate the early start, Vince and Joanne. But this is an extremely exciting part of our portfolio. Very relevant in today's environment, with everything that's going on. You know, both from a sort of, I guess, a physical cash issue perspective, a currency issue, but also, you know, from a developing markets perspective, where there's challenges with credit. So really looking forward to this one, everybody.
Thank you for that, Tony. Can everybody see my screen okay?
yes, we can see your screen okay.
Okay, if I have any issues, I'm prepared to hand over quickly to Joanne as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get into this. So Telepin, at a high level, we provide financial freedom anywhere. We are a software platform where we digitize cash issued by the central banks in country. We deploy into communication service providers, mobile network operators, and financial service providers globally. Our platform, as I said, it's a software platform. We call it a digital transaction platform that provides multiple services. The first service being a mobile money platform, which provides a basic financial services platform, your first digital wallet in a country. It can be linked up to many different things, a virtual credit card to provide the traditional sense. But the whole objective is to provide a completely digital solution for a digital payment solution using a basic feature phone to a high value iPhone for NFC and QR code payments. We started off as a AirClub platform where we're digitizing vouchers in market, and that's again to minimize and to remove fraud from the overall ecosystem, and to provide flexibility in the airtime top-up values. Again, and that's all tied together with a marketing and loyalty platform, because what we realized early on is that everybody in the ecosystem, to merchants to consumers, needs to be incentivized in this overall ecosystem as well. And so the marketing solution actually ties together with the mobile money platform, with the airtime top-up solution as well, to provide a loyalty-based solution where you can collect digital points to be redeemed for value, and value that the products and solutions that the communication service providing to the end consumer. So visual representation of what I've just stated actually here. Again, everything's built on a core platform with APIs, with reporting and analytics, with mobile apps. It's deployed in an operator. It's deployed in the cloud. It could be deployed into a independent sales organization as well, and targeted for communication service providers and fintechs. Fintechs being, traditional banks, and new entrants in the marketplace, such as payment service providers. So what we provide actually as a overall solution for the marketplace, well, we provide a complete professional services organization that will customize the platform for the specific needs, because this is a non-standardized solution. Every market has a different set of regulations that are provided by these central banks that need to be configured for that marketplace. Managed services as well, so we provide a complete turnkey technical solution with our managed services group, with complete platform monitoring and management to supporting fast end-to-end problem resolution as well. Again, because we're supporting you, and you need to support your end consumers, so we make sure that we're on top of any problems that come from the end marketplace from a consumer's point of view. So now I'm going to just share a video, and this represents our customer in Singapore, and it showcases everything that we've got from a telepin solution. Our customer Singtel has 2 systems, an international money transfer platform and a mobile wallet that they call Dash. What you will see is a representation of how it's deployed in the marketplace, what it's integrated into, what the end consumer looks like from a usage point of view, and a quick journey actually through the taxi or a taxi trip in Singapore on what it looks like to redeem actually, or to use the overall product. And there you go. A quick journey through Singapore with our customer Singtel. That represents every system that we have, or every platform that we have within the in their network. What you saw there, again, the system being utilized actually throughout all small shops to large shops, targeted at transit, wherever cash is typically handed over, and especially in a pandemic where we're going through right now, where close contact and proximity is not desired. Digital money is the desire. Being able to transmit funds actually through a simple tap or sending it from your mobile phone is a desirable action versus an undesirable action. Our platform is deployed globally. We're enabling to date 256 million users around the world. We also look at the number of merchants that are deployed on our platform. There's greater than 1 million merchants currently active as an aggregate on our platform, and we're processing over 10 billion transactions a day. And to just give you another data point as well, in Singapore, this total stored value that's on our platform is in excess of $12 billion. And so that's the aggregate total of all the stored value or the cash that's sitting in our platform in total in Singapore. The core mobile money solution provides all the basic feature sets, being able to do cash in, cash out, bill payments, person-to-person and person-to-merchant transactions. It's integrated into online payments as well. So when you think of a Amazon marketplace that people typically think of as an online marketplace, we're integrated into some of these online marketplaces. In Asia, we're integrated into Lazada, that many would know. In Africa, we're integrated into Jumia as a online marketplace as well. Business-to-business payments, again, being able to do payroll distribution or payroll disbursements. Several of our customers actually are enabling this feature set within their marketplace, just to being able to pay farmers and workers on farms. And then government disbursements as well. So being able to distribute social payments to end consumers as well, versus handing out envelopes and checks and physical cash. And again, actually, as some very advanced custom features as well. So a coupon and gift marketplace. So being able to incentivize end consumers for the marketplace. When merchants are set up on the platform, they can attract end consumers to their shops through digital coupons and digital marketplaces. So very much like buying a gift card for somebody as well. That's enabled through this system as well. So what do we provide as a software provider? We provide everything for a customer to be able to start up, from apps for Android to iPhone. We enable it through a USSD channel, such as a software platform that SciCap provides. We are integrated into additional point-of-sale devices from Verifone, as you saw on that taxi example, actually, where the cab driver was enabling the merchant payment through the traditional point-of-sale device. NFC and QR codes, actually, as you see here as well. We provide reference architecture for a hardware stack based on solid technical partners that we've worked with throughout the 12-year history of Telepin. We're also providing virtual environments and private and public cloud environments as well that we've certified. From a reporting engine, to be able to extract the data off into a reporting server that Telepin can provide, or an integration into your Oracle services. A high level of time is spent on security, because again, we're holding cash, and we've gone through several compliance certifications through PCI, and several audits through KPMG, PwC, and Deloitte as well. And to be able to provide this platform foreign consumers and allow them to do what they need to do with their partners and system integrators in country. We provide a set of open APIs that allow people to build services on top of our systems to enable their businesses to continue to evolve. One such example is one of our customers has the APIs, and they've integrated into Uber to provide Uber vouchers in their particular country. As we talked about here, some of the demonstrated success stories that we have here in Singtel with their Dash system. It's a domestic wallet and remittance platform. In Africa, we've got Tigo Tanzania. We've deployed in the DRC, in Rwanda, and also Tanzania. And again, it was a migration from our competitor's platform, Tech Mahindra or Conviva, where we migrated 13 million accounts with zero disruption. To date, they are licensed at 226 transactions per second, a fairly large system with a fairly large stored value account as well. Value is another example of a international money transfer platform in Malaysia. That is with the Digi Group. It's owned by the Telenor in Norway. And again, it's a MFS platform that's providing an alternate form for international money transfer, providing low cost, and these solutions such as Value and the Singtel money transfer platforms compete head to head with systems such as MoneyGram and Western Union, and take the cost out of sending money across these international borders. Where we have customers to date, there's a large focus area in Africa, as you see here, with some of the logos that we've provided below, and Southeast Asia. We're looking for resellers, partners, systems integrators, agents, and all around the world, targeted specifically in LATAM, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa. And as I said earlier too, we are not just focused on communication service providers. That is a core tenant and core customer of ours, but also fintechs or financial service providers as well, so traditional banks, payment service providers, where we're also deployed into. A bit of a background on Telepin. We are founded in Canada. We are located in Ottawa, the capital. We're a market leader with 20% of the worldwide telecom-led mobile money deployments around the world. We've worked with organizations such as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who have provided funding for our solution. We've been certified by the GSMA for mobile money, and recommended and referred to by the GSMA as well. And we are wholly owned by the Constellation Software and the Volaris Group. Now over to you, Carlos, for any questions.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Let me try to introduce you. I see here we have on the call our good partners from Malaysia and Singapore. I see Tommy and Wai Meng. Hello, guys. I don't know if you can hear me okay. You have to unmute.
Yeah. Hello. Hello, Carlos.
Hello, Wai Meng. Everything okay with you?
Hi. Yes, all is good.
Okay.
So I can see the presentation by Telepin.
Yeah, I had a
Singtel
question.
Dash is using their system.
Yeah, I had a question to try to create a bridge between you guys. So I see here Telepin presenting Singtel as a local reference. My experience in these Asian markets is it's crucial to have a reference to penetrate the market, because the first question that I ask a new provider is, okay, this is a very cool product, but which references do you have here? So we already have one, or Telepin has already one at Singtel. Do you see traction maybe in the banking, financial, insurance market for solutions like this?
Is that a question for me, Carlos?
Yeah. For both of you guys, if you see using Singtel as a reference to maybe approach the fintech market in the region.
Yeah, I mean, e-payment now is actually gaining traction in Singapore as we are going towards a cashless society. Yeah, So the banks are actually having their own app, introducing their own app. So we have quite a number of apps that are introduced into the market. So the consumers are spot for choice. So maybe on Telepin side, the platform that you use, is there anything that is differentiated from the other, the other systems in the market?
So, Singtel deployed in a very crowded market. I think it was crowded in 2012. It's even more crowded now. So back in 2012-13, there was Nets, and there was also Western Union MoneyGram. They've been able to provide a low-cost solution to do international money transfer. I think the largest new entrant that's emerged as far as this space in Singapore is Payla. And Payla has done a great job at utilizing their agent and merchant network in order to provide a frictionless solution, but they're doing that actually through incentives. I will say that Singtel's, going head to head with like a Payla, but they're going down another track as well, where they're also partnered with Grab for a financial services license, and so they will be heading down the path of creating a new banking experience for consumers in Singapore. So from a differentiator point of view, I think what Singtel said was that they needed another revenue stream for their business. They focused on the low-hanging fruit and most of the people that are purely on prepaid, right? Low value as well. But then as they started to see an increase of transactions on the low-value consumers, they realized that the high-value consumers also needed it because they needed to pay their domestic workers for their monthly stipends as well. So I think the use cases that Singtel target are different from a Payla, but they're also head to head. So, if you were to draw a Venn diagram, it's probably about 50% actually that there's coverage, but the other 50% Singtel is targeting specifically. Do you use the Dash platform? Have you downloaded the Dash app?
No. Actually, I don't have Dash, but I've seen it in the Singtel's commercials. Yeah, because we have quite a lot of choice at the moment. Yeah, but it's good, to get to know Telepin. I think after the event, probably we can exchange contacts, to just a follow up. Yeah.
Yeah. What most communication service providers, and this is their number one asset, is airtime, especially for prepaid. So if you spend $10 to send a money transfer, they'll give you $10 in airtime. So the transaction is free. So their current currency is airtime. If you spend at the merchant as well, and if it costs you something, they'll give it back to you in airtime. So the feeling is it's a free service.
Yep. I also see Tommy. Tommy is also Microtel, as was Imeng, but Tommy is based in Malaysia. Have you explored this market in Malaysia, Tommy?
Well, hi, I'm Tommy. Good to hear from you again, Carlos.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of our focus is very contact center driven. Of course, for us, yes, fintech is actually one of the industry that we are targeting. And of course, telco is also, we are very close with most of the telcos here, right? So I think this would be one good product that we can actually bring it in, especially to some of our existing customer or our partner in the region.
Okay, this is the main goal of this webinar, is basically to create bridges between you guys, and then you can take it offline after the session today. Collab will not have any involvement in this, so feel free to connect with each other LinkedIn and to exchange direct emails. Okay, thank you, Tommy and Waimeng, for your support. We also have shifting to another continent. We also have Bruce. I think we have Bruce on the call from South Africa. Hello, Bruce. Bruce told me before that he would have to leave for a meeting, but then maybe return. I see Bruce here. I don't know if Bruce is muted or not. Can you hear me, Bruce? Maybe you can unmute.
Sorry, Carlos, I'm here, but I apologize. I'm on 2 calls at the moment.
Okay, just to also create a bridge with Telepin and our South African partner, OneStream. OneStream is also contact center driven, but there might be a match. It's worth for you guys exploring. What do you make of this, Bruce?
Sure, absolutely, Carlos. We are very happy to explore new opportunities. So it's definitely something that we would consider.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Our closest deployment to you is in Botswana. So we're powering Mascom's actually mobile money platform.
Okay, great.
Okay, good stuff, guys. So thank you very much to Telepin, Vince. I think it was 4 or 5 a.m. Thank you very much for waking up in the middle of the night and doing this bridge. Highly appreciated. Tony, do you have any last comment on this, or should I move to the next one?
No, I think we should move to the next one. Obviously, I've made my my introduction of Telepin. I still obviously think it's exciting, especially in Southeast Asia. Yes, it's a saturated market, but as Vince said, we've sort of proven time and time again that we can deploy and add further value. So Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, and obviously Singapore to some extent are still very much target areas for us. You have customers already in Malaysia, right, with Digi as well, Vince. So I think, let's say we've got very good references in that area, Tommy. So we would be really keen to connect and keep in contact. I think that would be great.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. So now moving on to the final pitch. I have the presentation from Alliant. These guys have pre-recorded their pitch. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. Let me just ensure that I also have audio share. Let me share again with a full share computer sound. Yeah, here we are. So Alliant, they are a printing software company or software printing company. I will play the video, and then in the end, maybe Tony can help me if there are any questions. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Trent Foreman, Director of Products and Services for Alliant. I want to welcome you to our presentation and give you an overview of who we are and what we do. Alliant supplies e-commerce, which is web to print, estimating and job costing, online design, and pre-press software to the printing industry. Because regardless of the printing process, reducing or eliminating touch points in job submission, production, and back office operations is essential to boosting profits. For this presentation, I'll provide some insight, illustrate how to get integrated, offer how to get efficient, and allow you to be automation ready. So what is workflow automation and how does it affect the industry? With increasing competition, smaller print runs, and an increase in the number of orders, many of those custom, print shop owners, both small and large, want to maintain or increase their profits by producing more jobs with a faster turnaround time while reducing job touches and errors, all without increasing headcount. So that's the challenge. But workflow automation can seem a daunting, mysterious, and very expensive task. The benefits of an automated workflow are very well known. It's reduced manual touches and reduced errors between pricing, job submission, production, billing, shipping, and customer management. It can also mean decreased production time, production of more jobs faster, support for both custom and standard jobs, and all of this with little or no increased headcount. Print automation is critical to maintaining your company's competitive advantage. In most printing companies, digital printing has the highest volume of jobs and the shortest runs, but should not have the smallest profit margin. So given the volume, these jobs represent a great opportunity for cost savings and efficiency gains. So what's the solution? The Alliant Workflow Suite can encompass digital and offset printing, small, wide, and grand formats, printing on paper, fabric, metal, plastic, anything, including even standard and custom products. It works for corporate printing centers, colleges and universities, ad agencies, along with mainstream commercial print. Our specialized cloud-based software solutions can be used separately or together in your print shop. So from pricing to job submission to production, we're able to also be connected to third-party reps, billing software, shipping, and even CRM systems. So to maximize your productivity, our software is also responsive to run on phones, tablets, laptops, and desktops. Each of our SaaS product offerings can be used as a standalone product, but as you see here, when those specialized apps connect, your data, the files, the jobs, they all move seamlessly from one to the other. We can also be connected to those RIPs, that accounting software, and other third-party apps to create a hands-free environment with minimum or very little touches. Well, we start with pricing. Alliant's approach to address the trends of more competition, more jobs, and shorter run times is by enabling existing customer support reps and sales staff to provide faster, accurate, and error-free pricing of custom and standard print jobs, along with Print Job Manager. Pricing can be controlled in one system that enables instant pricing for orders, whether it's placed directly by staff or by a print buyer through an online storefront. It's built on the same ease of use concept as our Procero storefronts. Print Job Manager will enable even a new customer service rep or a sales rep with little or no print production knowledge to generate accurate pricing and quotes that include the appropriate production steps. We do this through a templated approach using a unique and groundbreaking intelligent response system that automatically adjusts follow-up questions and available options based on the answers given to the previous questions. This prevents mistakes and enables anyone in your company to do accurate pricing, even on highly customized jobs. And although it can be used as a standalone product, you can connect Print Job Manager to our flagship product, Procero Web-to-Print software, and a self-service storefront now takes full use of the app for both instant retail and customer-specific pricing. Price changes due to equipment, labor, or raw materials can flow instantly through the system, including your business-to-business or business-to-consumer storefronts. This eliminates manually changing prices in multiple systems. Your storefronts and your staff will always be in sync. Also, in addition, the jobs enter directly into Print Job Manager, along with jobs in Procero can flow automatically from that storefront all into Print Job Manager, where you manage the job through your process. And those job status changes in Print Job Manager are reflected automatically in your customer storefront in their customer history. Our flagship product is Procero Web-to-Print software. That provides a streamlined online job submission tool with built-in automation, making it more convenient for your customers. Plus, it allows you to take more orders and communicate with more customers without increasing staff. Retail customers will be able to order and reorder and check the status of their jobs whenever they want. They can also review past orders, all from the storefront. Your corporate B2B customers can also create custom scheduled reports, track finished inventory on hand, manage employee orders, and along with company assets and employee budget levels. Again, all from the storefront. Email and word of mouth from customers introduces miscommunication and delays. An automated workflow can eliminate those problems. Imagine the time and cost savings your organization when all of these information is available without an email or phone call to your staff. Along with Procero Web-to-Print storefronts, we also include the powerful and award-winning eDoc Builder personalization and variable data publishing software. With eDoc Builder, you can reduce the time your staff spends on updates and changes to frequently ordered documents, such as business cards, along with sending out proofs for approvals, not to mention the reduction in costs related to reprints due to missed errors. Today's sophisticated buyer is seeking a place to place orders for personalized items on demand. And our corporate customers are looking for control over their marketing message and their branding. Using eDoc Builder, you can streamline the job creation and submission process, enabling your customers to quickly and easily customize, preview, and approve documents directly from the storefront. And the resulting imposed, press-ready, optimized PDF file that you'll receive can be sent directly to Print Job Manager and T-Flow for production. So T-Flow is our pre-press automation software. We find that one of the most time-consuming departments in a print shop is the graphic design area. They are responsible for any file that's created or received to check for a host of requirements before it can be produced. This is a small sample of some of the areas that T-Flow can help to automate within your print shop. Basic pre-flight functions such as checking for size, resolution, or more even advanced functions such as the addition and creation of cut paths, adding overlays, fold lines, color management, and a whole lot more can all be done. Once the check is complete, T-Flow can then send a proof to the customer for approval. The customer can approve it or can request changes directly on the proof and communicate those with print shop staff. Once approved, T-Flow can then send that file into the production workflow where it can be produced. All of these finishing tasks take time for an operator to do. Well, they can be done automatically and quickly with T-Flow. So we typically ask, does this represent your workflow? Because most companies are sending countless emails back and forth together with multiple versions of low-res PDFs, chats, etc. This lack of a streamlined process is a major productivity killer, but often goes unaddressed because it's difficult to measure. We monitor media waste, reprints, all of that. It's very common. But do you know how much time is spent writing and reading emails, asking about job status, or trying to find files? Most companies don't, which has a major impact on productivity and profits. Using Procero along with the Alliant suite of products, we can maximize your competitive advantages and automate those tasks with hands-free operation. Provide real-time pricing directly from Print Job Manager for products in your storefronts, giving customers shipping costs sent directly from the carriers with your contract pricing, or even collecting payment with credit card payment integration. The benefits of an automated workflow don't stop there. After your orders are placed, the store sends the print buyer an email confirmation. Your staff is notified. Outside vendors that are needed to produce a job are notified. Orders are pushed into Print Job Manager or T-Flow for management and completion. File processing is done automatically and sent to customers for approval. And all throughout, Procero is providing status updates for your customers. So a little on who we are. We're founded in 2005, provide subscription-based software for the printing industry. Of course, our flagship product is Procero with web-to-print and e-commerce software, but we cover online design, pricing and production, and pre-press workflow. Company values related around growth, respect, innovation. We're very customer-centric and team-oriented. We offer a very open API, excellent support, and a fully automated solution that can be used separately or all together, wrapped around a mobile-friendly and responsive design. We support large franchise operations such as the Allegra brand from Alliance Franchise Brands and large print organizations like Digicopy, as well as small walk-up and specialty print shops with 1 to 5 employees, all through a subscription-based plan. So who are our customers? Our scope in the printing industry ranges from traditional commercial printers, wide and grand format printers for signage and trade show displays, specialty printers in apparel and promotional products, and even in the corporate world, we work with in-plant and in-house print shops, ad agencies, nonprofits, K-12 education, and even universities. And we also look at how we find our customers. We do sell our subscriptions direct, but a good portion of our selling comes from referrals, along with resellers in various parts of the world, as we touch on most of the continents. But a large touch point is with our channel partners, such as Canon USA, Fuji Xerox, along with several others. They offer the Alliant products as a valuable tool in their bag as they touch a large part of their printing industry. So we'd love to work with you. So if you have any additional questions or would like to see a demo of our products, you can contact us at info@alliant.com. And we also invite you to read our case studies on alliant.com/case studies. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to talking and working with you in the future.
Okay, so this was the presentation done by Alliant. Alliant's target market are print shops, as you saw from the previous slide. Also, maybe in-house printing facilities in universities and colleges. It's maybe a slightly different market than the ones that we are used to, at least in the contact center industry and also in the previous presentations. But if you partners, Collab partners, see in your prospects or existing customers, design companies, print shops, this can be an opportunity even for a referral. Okay, and
yeah.
And you guys can take it from there.
Yeah, just as an example of end customer types to this forum, an end customer might be a UPS store, for instance, or a DHL store. So through a contact center, if there's returns or other scheduling of activity through one of those distributors, then print is part of that process. You know, from a printing labels perspective, if you can imagine that. So printing labels is another automated part of the Alliant stack. If we look out into again back into Asia, the Singaporean government is actually providing up to 70% of the fees associated with a web-to-print solution. So at the moment, we're working with Fuji Xerox in Singapore at expanding our print shop customer base, because there's a rule of 5. So if we go beyond 5, then all other customers or targets are then subsidized by the Singaporean government. So there is a lot of attractive local incentives that could be taken, you know, that could be taken advantage of, just in case you're interested. But as Carlos said, you know, they pretty much touch any industry as an endpoint and end consumer. Our largest partners today, who are effectively there as a channel, is Canon, Ricoh, and Fuji Xerox. So if you've got any more questions on that, you know, feel free to either contact Trent or myself directly. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you, Tony. And I think that's a wrap. I don't know if anyone from the audience has any questions. Thank you very much for your time. Like I said, we will be sharing information from each of these Volaris business units. We'll be sharing a folder for each company, and I'll be sending out the webinar recording as well to you guys. And then you are happy to take on one-on-one commercial relations between you guys. Okay. Tony, let's close the session.
Yeah, again, out to the entire forum here. Really appreciate your time. You know, for everybody that's had to get up early, like our North American colleagues, thank you very much. It's been really valuable for us to show you, you know, our tool set that we have at the group level, our value proposition, and hopefully you'll find some synergies there. Like I said, from a direct perspective or even from an indirect perspective with your end customers. But certainly if you keep your ears to the ground, you know, the referral incentives are there. But primarily we're looking for true reseller partners that can also help us with some of the services and delivery in those local regions. The Middle East and Africa is a hotspot for us, as you would have seen. All of our companies are selling and providing products and services into that part of the world. So, and I know that's where we have a lot of coverage here from a Collab ecosystem point of view. So looking forward to the connections, the direct connections between all of the people on this call. And if you need anything from myself or Carlos or Pedro at the high level, please shout out. But more than happy to stay in the loop. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much, guys. We will be doing a very similar session on September 23rd, dedicated to the LATAM partners. Of course, if you have any questions, you also feel free to pop in that session and come back to us. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.